Good morning from another day at sea here at Costa Toscana. Yesterday we left Muscat. We are on our way to Doha. We are somewhere at the moment right between Iran and the UAE. And so far it's been very interesting because there is no sunshine today so far. It's just cloudy, windy, and that makes it cold as well. And I think a lot of people are a little bit shocked. But either way, it's still going to be an amazing day. I just had breakfast. I learned all these new things just by speaking to the staff. I learned that if you're sick of the food, you can literally speak to the maitre d' for dinner and you can get an entire different menu. That's what I learned. I learned that all the staff is allowed to use the gym, but only after midnight. I learned that as of once the ship gets to Dubai and the Dubai season actually really starts, the food as a whole, of course, will completely change because they have to cater much more to halal. This morning, I also already noticed that the breakfast changed. For example, the pork sausages, they're still on offer, but they add chicken sausages as well. Again, just to cater to, religious reasons and different kind of preferences. So slowly, the ship is getting ready. Oh, I also learned that all of the Omani people that joined yesterday, they are being grouped together in a separate restaurant, probably again to make it easier to cater to their dietary preferences. And today is also a day where we have the time to say goodbye. We have a farewell party. The ship is really slowly getting ready to say goodbye to all of us. So I will probably, I'll probably go to the goodbye time, which is where they explain everything with regards to leaving the ship in a couple days. But then again, I've disembarked Costa more than once, so how difficult can it be? There's also a proper goodbye party. I'm assuming that's for the people that are ending in Doha, because we still have Doha, we still have Abu Dhabi, and only then do we get to Dubai. And of course we have all of today as well. So stick around, it's going to be another great day on board Costa Toscana. The day so far has been a little bit of a strange day so far. I don't know. The weather, it's like if there was going to be one day where you didn't want to go into the sunshine, today was probably going to be that day, just because the sun is out but not really. It's kind of cloudy, very windy, so it's a little bit colder. And I spent about half an hour outside, but I was like, this is not really it. By accident, I joined the German version of the goodbye time, which was quite interesting, meaning that we learned that we get to stay in our cabin when we arrive in Dubai until 9 a.m., which I think is quite generous. We learned that in Abu Dhabi, we have to go through an individual immigration check, which means that tomorrow in Doha, at some point, we have to pick up our passports. I am going to be very interested to figure out when that is exactly. They didn't say, because lots of people, myself included, will be going into town. And then they had the whole crew, well, not the whole crew of course, but all sorts of different departments were saying goodbye to us as guests. So they were waving and they were coming by and all these things. Which is very interesting. And Costa said that they do this like 2 days 2 days before the cruise on purpose, just because probably there will be many questions, etc., etc. Then, actually no, I can't say. They made it seem like something really bad had happened to a guest on board, and with really bad, I mean like the worst thing that could, like, think of the worst thing, like the absolute worst thing that could happen to you in life, basically. They make it seem, I don't know, I have to maybe not mention this. But anyways, it's never boring on the ship. But then today for me this afternoon, I'm just in my cabin a lot. I watch some TV, I'm about to grab a coffee. Today is a day where I just feel like, I'm on this ship and I don't need to do anything. You know what I mean? There's a farewell show happening in an hour or so. Maybe I'll have a look there as well. And then we already slowly get into dinner. Like, time goes by so incredibly fast here on the ship. Oh, the other thing I wanted to mention, which I thought was very interesting. So we're sailing between Iran and the UAE, if you will. And there's this very narrow point, if you will, where we go between these two countries. So at some point I was looking out of the window, and on the Iranian side, you could see all these little fisher boats, like really, really close to our ship. And in a way, I thought it was really fascinating because, yeah, we're really close to Iran. And when we did the Suez Channel, we were really close to like Djibouti and Eritrea and all of these kind of countries. So doing a sailing like this somehow makes you more aware of different countries and their existence. Not in a bad way, not necessarily in a good way, but I was just like, oh, wow, like here you have these fishermen from Iran, and all of a sudden they encounter this monster ship that is Costa Toscana. Very interesting. Anyway, I digress. I am going to grab a coffee, get a little bit of energy, and then see what the rest of the late afternoon and evening brings. It is such a day of goodbyes. I don't know, because we're not even in Doha yet. So also at dinner today, the restaurant staff was saying goodbye, and they walked around in like a parade during the restaurant. We got free glass of champagne, and we could cheers with our waiter Philip to say goodbye. But we're not leaving yet. There was also a big kind of Christmas choir with everybody saying goodbye. So it's like a day of goodbyes, even though we're not saying goodbye yet. Because I also don't have the impression that many people are getting off the ship in Doha, but maybe there are, I don't know. So, great dinner. Love my dinner table. Let's start with that. Had an ice cream after dinner because, why not? Let's be really honest and just be like, why not? Tonight the clock is going backwards again, and then tomorrow, and then the day after it goes forward again. We just got notification of the passport check, which means that tomorrow between 3 and 6:30 I can pick up my passport, and then the day after in Abu Dhabi I have to go through the passport check between 10 and 12:30. It's really annoying, I'm not gonna lie, because we arrive in Abu Dhabi in 2 days from now at 8 a.m. and the passport check isn't until 10. So yeah, it's kind of annoying, but we'll see how it goes. Other than that, it was a strange day, a strange afternoon. Again, I'm not going to lie, I spent most of the time just in my bed almost. It was really funny because on the Italian TV channels they were showing American History X, the movie, at like 9:30 Italian time, which is a really heavy time to watch this movie. And I just watched Friends all day on TV because I thought, you know what, not every single day I have to like be all whatever. I can also just be in bed and just enjoy and just, well, not even enjoy, just kind of have some me time, if you will. So I'd still say that today was a really good day, just a different kind of day. And with that being said, I am so excited for tomorrow, for Doha. It's funny because on the previous cruises, I'd be like, Doha, whatever. But now I am so excited for Doha, which also comes to show that it really depends on your own itinerary, whatever destination excites you, because some destinations might excite you, some not. But I'm excited for Doha. And I'm probably most excited to get a haircut because I really, really, really need it. Other than that, tonight there is still on the agenda the magic show, classical concert still. But I'm skipping all of that. I am just really here to relax. I am back in my cabin. I am, maybe gonna watch some TV, take an early night, and then we arrive in Doha at 7. So let's see when I wake up, and then I just want to get straight into town. I'm so excited for it. So that being said, guys, we're almost at the end of this trip, but you can still subscribe to this podcast. And also make sure to check out epiccruisedeals.com, the sponsor of this series. They make this possible start to finish. They allow me to travel on these kind of trips, and I promise you these audio diaries will improve as we go along and as we take more cruises next year. But check out epiccruisedeals.com.